Welcome back. I'm Smita Sharma. Our focus on this broadcast, of course, the municipal elections that are underway in Maharashtra. But the big question, like always, is who will be the big boss of Mumbai or BMC? The elections to civic bodies, including the pivotal BMC, is underway in Maharashtra. Polls are about to close any time now. And they are being dubbed a mini assembly elections, also being seen as a referendum on Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis himself. Remember, the political parties were engaged in a no-holds-barred vicious campaign, often getting into personal accusations. Voting is being held for a total of 10 major civic bodies, including the cash-rich Brihan Mumbai Municipal Corporation or BMC. A 32.17% polling, in fact, recorded so far. Stakes are high for Fadnavis and Shiv Sena chief Uddhav Thackeray. Both had been involved in a high-decibel campaign, taking pot shots at each other repeatedly. And of course, we are joined by our entire team of reporters. There's Sahil Joshi, our Mumbai bureau chief, who's there. Also PR from Juhu. Vidya is tracking the polls in Bandra. Kamlesh Sutar is outside Uddhav Thackeray's residence. And Mayuresh is tracking the polls in South Mumbai. Rajdeep Sadasai is in the studio. Rajdeep, as we just mentioned, how much is at stake for Devendra Fadnavis personally here? Should it be seen as some sort of a semi-final?
I think we have to be fair to Devendra Fadnavis. It's quite remarkable that a leader who has cut his political teeth in Nagpur, where he went and voted incidentally today, is becoming or trying to become the face of the entire urban Maharashtra. These elections are not just taking place in Mumbai, they're taking place across 10 municipal corporations who roughly account for about 1/4 of the 288 assembly seats of Maharashtra, about 75 seats from these 10 municipal corporations. Now here comes someone who is from Nagpur, in that sense an outsider, also comes from a community, Brahmins, who are only about 3.5% in Maharashtra, and is now being pitched as a pan-Maharashtra leader, is actually challenging the Thackeray's in their own citadel. As Sahil mentioned, his posters are all over Mumbai, just as many as there are of the Thackeray's.
Right.
So suddenly this election has made Devendra Fadnavis almost into a larger-than-life character, even within the Mumbai unit of the BJP, which has been resented by some Mumbai BJP leaders, but is also an acknowledgement of the fact that Devendra Fadnavis now, 2.5 years after he was elected as Maharashtra Chief Minister, is finally being projected as a leader in his own right. And I think therefore he has staked a lot. The Thackeray's have targeted Fadnavis. Fadnavis himself has responded at times, but not with the same bitterness and acrimony that the Thackeray's have. But clearly for Devendra Fadnavis, this is a crucial election. Nagpur, the BJP is expected to win. But if he can wrest Pune from the NCP, and if he can at least be equal with the Shiv Sena, or close to the Shiv Sena in Mumbai. Remember last time the Shiv Sena was twice as large as the BJP in Mumbai in the municipal election. If they are now in the same range, it means that Devendra Fadnavis, who I have tipped to be a future BJP leader in a post-Modi BJP, remember he is from Nagpur. The RSS would like nothing better than their own man one day to come to Delhi. Maybe I'm running ahead of myself, but he is the kind of leader this election has given an opportunity to project himself as a pan-Maharashtra leader, which has not happened since Sharad Pawar. Sahil, that's the sense I get, that Devendra Fadnavis has just as much at stake in this election as the Thackeray's. Because if he doesn't win, then there will be critics within the BJP and certainly the Shiv Sena itself that will start sniping at him.
Absolutely. In fact, earlier the BJP strategy has always been that there were separate leaders for the Mumbai, because Mumbai being a bigger city. In fact, that has been followed by all the national parties, including Congress. Congress, in fact, has a separate regional committee altogether, MRCC. So similarly for the BJP, the Mumbai BJP president used to be a bigger post. I mean, the Mumbai BJP used to have a separate face altogether. Gopinath Munde, who was leading Maharashtra BJP, could never become face of BJP in Mumbai. Whereas for the first time, Devendra Fadnavis' face was being projected by BJP as someone who is an urban leader, especially in Maharashtra, where the urban population is around 41%, and it has a mega city like Mumbai. So there, the BJP is asking votes on the name of Devendra Fadnavis. The whole campaign of BJP was around Devendra Fadnavis, claiming that it's my word to the BMC. The name of the campaign was Ha Maza Shabda Hai. That means it's my word to Mumbaikas that whatever the development is going to happen is going to be my word to you. So basically, it's his word which is going to lose if the BJP is going to lose in Bombay Municipal Corporation at this point of time. And whereas the other leaders from Mumbai, like say Vinod Tawde or the Mumbai BJP president Ashish Shelar, they more work like a backroom boys rather than the front of BJP's campaign. So the whole campaign was taken on Devendra Fadnavis's shoulder. What we saw in last 20 days is that Devendra Fadnavis literally used to travel the whole Maharashtra altogether, because there were elections in Zilla Parishad, there were elections in Nagpur, there were elections in Amravati, Solapur. So in the morning, he used to address rallies outside Mumbai. In the evening, he used to address at least 2 rallies in Mumbai. So that important they made the Bombay Municipal Corporation election. So it was kind of eye to eye for Shiv Sena, what they were trying to do. Now we have Mayuresh with us, who have attended Devendra Fadnavis's rallies in the past. But before that, let's listen into what Manohar Joshi said, because he speaks very little nowadays, but whenever he speaks, it makes a controversy. When he was asked by Mayuresh that whether the next mayor is going to be of Shiv Sena's, he had no answer for that.
पहले तो मैंने कहा कि शिवसेना जीतने लगे तो फिर महापौर बनाने का अभी प्रश्न नहीं आता है। चुनाव में देखेंगे क्या रिजल्ट्स आते हैं और फिर बाद में इस विषय पर मेरी रिएक्शन दूंगा।
सर, लेकिन आपने ये सवाल का जवाब नहीं दिया कि कैसे लगता है कि जब दो मित्र पक्ष अलग अलग लड़ रहे, इतने सालों से साथ लड़ रहे हैं, तो
भाई भाई लड़ते हैं, तो इसमें क्या बड़ी आश्चर्य की बात है।
So that's what we heard. I mean, Mayuresh, it was quite strange, because normally during the voting time, all the political leaders, especially the parties which are directly contesting for the top post, they try to claim that, okay, they don't need anyone. After the results, you will see that their party is going to get the full majority. But whereas we saw Manohar Joshi, who was a little bit reluctant to commit that Shiv Sena is going to get the full majority and they will not need BJP at all. Why was that?
Certainly, Sahil, and such statement coming from a former CM of first alliance CM, we can say that to be more precise. It's really shocking that on one hand, Manohar Joshi was clearly saying that certainly Shiv Sena is going to win. So if Shiv Sena is going to win, then certainly people will say that the mayor should be of Shiv Sena. But here he said that we have to wait for the result day, and we have to see that how many seats we win, and then only you can come to me and ask for reaction. Another point, Sahil, as you were mentioning about Devendra Fadnavis and his rallies, but on the last day of campaign, just a couple of hours before the campaign was about to stop, Ashish Shelar, the BJP unit chief, he came. He addressed a press conference, and in that press conference he clearly said that BJP is going to win 114 seats in Mumbai. He gave the split that in which areas. So
he was claiming the full majority.
High, and how many seats BJP will be winning. So certainly, yes, he was. And
right.
Moreover, he said that BJP will be getting 30 to 31% vote this time.
Right. So Vidya, is Ashish Shelar with you? Because we were expecting that BJP President Ashish Shelar will be joining with you. Is Ashish Shelar with you at this point of time?
बाहर निकाल लीजिए, गाड़ी को निकालने दीजिए।
Vidya, can you hear me? It looks like that we have lost
Yes,
Vidya,
I
but
can
we
hear
have
you.
Kamlesh. Is Ashish Shelar with you at this point of time? The BJP Mumbai president, he was supposed to be with you. Is he with you at this point of time?
Well, no, Sahil, he is not around, but certainly we have been speaking to quite a few people who are making the last-minute rush to the polling booth. In fact, there are a lot of people here I was just speaking to. They are raising quite a few issues in and around this area, specifically pertaining to the civic issues. If I can just go around to this lady who had severe issues. Ma'am, you were talking about major civic issues.
Let me talk to her. She's my man. Let me talk to her. Just give me my pen.
Okay, she was just making a huge noise about how she had to just walk 4 buildings, but she could not walk because of the condition of footpaths. In fact, she made a huge ruckus as to how the media was not paying attention to it. But now that when we tried to speak to her, well, she didn't speak about it. But, this entire issue certainly had been creating, huge ruckus with the police people trying to calm her down. But, well, at this moment, she did not speak. But there are a lot of voters who are coming coming around here, raising a whole lot of civic issues, saying how they have been suffering and that they would really want a little bit of change here.
Yeah, that's really interesting because where Vidya is at this point of time, just few meters away from that, there is a polling station where Zoya Akhtar voted in the morning. And Smita, she made a very valid point. She said that why so much of money is being spent on making huge statues rather than why are they not being spent on the amenities for the city? I mean, those kind of issues are being raised by the civilians in Mumbai. Now we'll have to see that how much the coming ruling party in BMC, we don't know yet whether the Shiv Sena will come on its own or they will have to take BJP's support. But one thing is really clear at this point of time.
Right.
Neither Shiv Sena is very confident about winning. In fact, what we saw Hema Malini saying, she's a member of parliament from BJP, and she said that she hopes that after the election, Shiv Sena and BJP will again come together. So that's kind of an interesting scenario which is being built up in Mumbai at this point of time.
But Rajdeep, before in fact we play out some of the celebrity bites, what is this marriage like? You break up and you're making it very obvious that post-elections I'll be back again after all those nasty things that you said for each other.
Look, the next general elections are in 2019. The next Maharashtra elections are in October 2019. So there's 2.5 years to go. Who wants to leave a Lal Batti? Who wants to leave the perks of power? The Shiv Sena may have a bitter marriage at the moment because they believe that it's the BJP which has now become the numero uno party in a sense of Maharashtra. They believe that the Shiv Sena has been forced to play this role of a junior partner. There is a lot of bad blood between Mr. Uddhav Thackeray and Amit Shah in particular. Mr. Amit Shah seems to believe that Uddhav Thackeray is arrogant. Uddhav Thackeray believes that Amit Shah doesn't give him due respect. So it's clearly a bad marriage at the moment. But sometimes you go through it because you realize that you have no other options at the moment. Where does the Shiv Sena go on its own?
But what happened to that entire, creation of Raj Thackeray? Very briefly before I go into a break, what happened to Raj Thackeray as an option there?
You look, Raj Thackeray, I think somewhere lost the plot. You see, he, at the end of the day, with the manner in which he took a strident anti-North Indian rhetoric, meant that immediately almost 30% of Mumbai's electorate was out of his compass. So he was battling for that 24-25% Marathi Manus vote. Now, once the size of your vote shrinks, then you're in trouble. So I think, and plus the fact is a lot of the older guard of the Shiv Sena who have strong roots. Remember, the Shiv Sena is the party which has, and we are seeing Uddhav Thackeray all said and done. Bal Thackeray's first challenge for Uddhav Thackeray was about 20 years ago, win me the municipal corporation election.
Right.
Since then, Uddhav Thackeray, who's otherwise perhaps not seen as a charismatic leader, has built strong equations at the grassroots in Mumbai. Raj Thackeray, on the other hand, has, after the death of Bal Thackeray, been seen a bit by a section of the Shiv Sena as the outsider.
Okay.
Uddhav, at least in Mumbai, has been able to strike stronger roots despite Raj Thackeray's obvious charisma and the fact that he's a better orator. I think in the battle between the Thackeray's, at least in Mumbai, it is advantage Shiv Sena and Uddhav Thackeray because they have the stronger roots built by Bal Thackeray.
And which is why perhaps the BJP, of course, still looking at a possible tie-up post the polls if required with the Shiv Sena, despite all the bad blood. The entire team of India Today, in fact, continues to track this story very closely. We'll be back soon after this very quick break. Welcome back. Yes, it's the BJP and Shiv Sena, the old alliance partners of more than 2 decades who are fighting it out tooth and nail in the, in fact, municipal elections, especially that key, in fact, corporation, the BMC. Rajdeep Sadasai is in the studio with us. Rajdeep, if you look at these elections, we are being told, in fact, Sahil Joshi just updated that at 3:30 we were taking a look at 42% of the polling record. But even if they were to come together, after these elections, will it be a smooth operation or will it be like a cycle that will be pulled in 2 different directions?
Look, this is the irony, and you had asked this question earlier. During the campaign, you fight bitterly against each other. After the campaign, you come together to take charge of the Mumbai municipality and divide the spoils of power between the two of you. That's what's going to happen. Because there are no other options. Shiv Sena cannot go with Congress, cannot go with NCP. So BJP and Shiv Sena, if no party gets a majority, will have no choice but to come together at the end of this election.
And the basic question I think that most Mumbaikars tend to ask is the BMC doing any work? Has the performance been improving with the budget increasing over the years?
Look, there are good corporators who work. There are many corporators, unfortunately, who use their power in the BMC simply to make money. It is a very tragic situation that the accountability of the BMC has reduced.
Right.
The powers of the mayor have reduced. And there are so many authorities in Mumbai. You have the state government, you have the municipal authorities, you have other bodies in Mumbai, all of which are supposed to be in charge of urban renewal.
Right.
So Mumbai actually is frankly Ram Bharose. It's not a city. The Shiv Sena will control possibly the BMC at the end of this. But will the Shiv Sena on its own be able to transform Mumbai? No.
Absolutely.
And that's the harsh reality. You need an accountable mayor, a local self-government where I can go and hold someone accountable. Most corporators in Mumbai, sadly, are unaccountable.
Absolutely. And despite these high power games and high power elections, in fact, maximum city still continues to come across as a messy city year after year. Some even calling it, in fact, the Gotham city itself for all the problems it faces. But let's play out, in fact, the Thackeray Bahu comments. Smita Thackeray, our team caught up with her, and also the other A-listers who came out and voted today.
Whatever the connected issues which are connected with our city, I have voted for, because a lot of issues are there. There is of course the water problem which is going on for the years and years, which is not yet solved as yet. Even in Mumbai, I'm not talking about Maharashtra also. Even the roads are very bad. Traffic problem is so bad, so that people are spending a lot of time in the traffic.
इस साल BMC के elections के लिए unfortunately my name didn't show up, and every year otherwise मेरा नाम है list में, but इस साल पता नहीं क्यों there were some errors. बहुत लोगों ने मदद करने की कोशिश भी की, वहाँ पे जो election commission के लोग थे बहुत मदद करने की कोशिश भी की, बहुत सहायता दी, पुलिस वालों ने भी बहुत सहायता दी. कोशिश कर रहा हूँ we send someone to go and find out, but मैं बस लोगों को ये कहना चाहूँगा कि don't get dissuaded, please go out there and vote. बहुत important होता है वोट करना. मैं हर साल वोट करता हूँ, इस साल कुछ प्रॉब्लम हो गया, तो प्लीज आप लोग प्लीज कोशिश तो कीजिए.
Structure is a very big issue, but also mostly I think I'm here. I've been part of the Save RA campaign, and I'm hoping that all Mumbaikars vote to save RA, because it's the only lung that the city has left. And if they, the current government is trying to place a metro yard and a metro shed there, and we really hope that nobody votes for any party that has not committed to saving RA. You can vote for whoever you like, but vote for parties who are committed to saving RA. Otherwise, Bombay is basically going to be a lost cause.
I don't know why we are building a 23,000 crore statue when we need to really spruce up our infrastructure. I don't know why we are building a 23,000 crore statue when we need to really spruce up our infrastructure.
I feel rather than complaining and being unhappy about something, I would ask everyone to come and vote and bring in that change. Whatever change they need to be here to vote to bring in that change. So that's my request to everyone to come here and vote.
So Sachin Tendulkar there in his trademark style asking, of course, seeking for people to come out and vote for change. Will that change happen? What will really be the new power equation like as far as the municipal corporation elections goes? We'll wait for the final updated figures once the polling has ended, and we'll get you all the very latest on the story. But for now, it's a wrap of this edition of the broadcast.